President Michael D Higgins has said his thoughts and prayers are with those who have lost their lives and their families following yesterday's explosion in Creeslough, Donegal. Gardaí this morning confirmed that 7 people have died following the blast, which happened at a petrol station in the village around 3:20 p.m. In a statement this morning, President Higgins said, "May I, as President, express what I know will be the shock shared by all people throughout the country on learning of the terrible tragedy which has unfolded in Creeslough, Donegal. All of our thoughts must go out to all of those who have been affected. Those who have got news of loss of a loved one, those injured and, most of all, those who are waiting with anxiety for news of their loved ones." President Higgins said the tragedy is a terrible blow to a community that is closely knit and where every loss and injury will be felt by every member of the community and far beyond. The president paid special tribute to members of the local community and emergency services across the island, who he said reacted swiftly to the scene of the explosion and continued to work through the night. "All of our best thoughts and prayers go to those who have lost their lives and their families. Ar dies day go rabe an animacha." Taisha Michael Martin said the incident has been the darkest of days for Donegal. "I wish to express my deepest sympathies to their family and friends, and to the entire community of Creeslough, on this darkest of days for Donegal and the entire country. People across this island will be numbed by the same sense of shock and utter devastation as the people of Creeslough at this tragic loss of life," he said. Speaking on RTÉ's Morning Ireland, Mr. Martin paid tribute to the emergency services, who went into harm's way and did everything they could to rescue those trapped. He said the entire nation is in mourning. "We're witnessing a terrible, terrible tragedy on a wonderful community in Creeslough, and our thoughts and prayers are with them," he said. "The entire nation is mourning for the people of Creeslough this morning. I think everybody is shattered by the scale of this. We will ensure that all the services of the state will be there for the people of the community in the days ahead." An explosion ripped through a community hub, where people gathered, met and saluted each other, he said. "It's a very, very dark time. Multiple people were treated for injuries at Letterkenny University Hospital, but it stood down its major emergency standby protocol around 10 p.m. last night." Sinn Féin TD for Donegal Pierce Doherty said Creeslough is a community that will be forever changed by what has happened. Speaking on the same program, Mr. Doherty said it is a very close, tight-knit community and everyone will know of someone who was affected. "The community's just in shock, we're just numb. There's broken hearts all over," he said. "I think we're all in shock, not just in Creeslough but right across the county of Donegal. You can see the outpouring of emotions from people right across the island. As that shock eases, there's supports that will be needed, as we start to deal with the reality of what has happened in this little village of Creeslough and the devastation and trauma that this has caused." Local priest Fr. John Joe Duffy said this is beyond anything we ever thought we could experience in any community, adding that there are parents who have been at the scene all night waiting on news of loved ones. "It's just heartbreaking for our community, and communities beyond who are also affected," he said. "I'm just so worried for this community as we face what can only be described as a tsunami of grief."